And I just worked really hard and developed a pretty good practice. I had a practice seeing about 200 patients a week, and I was making about $300,000 a year in practice. But in any type of business like that, you've got overheads, you've got staff, and so on and so forth. So probably to cut a long story short, I was probably only taking about $150,000 home at the end of a year, and then of course you've got to pay tax on that, so you're lucky to end up with about $75,000 after that. And the worst thing about it was I was working really, really hard. I was doing about 70 hours a week. I was working 5.5-day week, and by that stage my wife and I had a couple of kids, and I was just working all the time, and I got quite depressed, and my wife and I, because I was just doing such crazy hours, and we had the little kids, I was sleeping upstairs in this big house upstairs, and she was sleeping downstairs because I was waking up at 5:30 in the morning to get to work at 6:45, and she was sleeping in, and to be honest, our marriage really wasn't going as well as we'd like, to be honest. We weren't going to get divorced, but it certainly wasn't going that well. We were walking by, and we walked past the BBI stand. I didn't know it was a BBI stand, and my wife just started talking to, it wasn't Peter, it was somebody else there, and started talking to this lady about what they do and so on and so forth. And the next thing I knew, she booked in to go to a seminar in Melbourne, and I think Peter spoke at that. And she came home and she said, I think this is going to be the new business for us. And I said, well, I'm pretty much sick and tired. I want to sell my practice. You can get involved and you can do it. And so she pretty much did. She pretty much signed us up. We went up to, and we met Peter, and we signed up for the diamond license. And we came, and then we got our stuff, and we didn't do anything with it for about 4 months. I guess I still had my practice, and what I did was I got a full-time associate in there, and I stepped down of practice, and he eventually bought the practice off me about 10 weeks ago. So yeah, we came to boot camp, and then we said, right, let's get our bums into gear. Let's actually get out there and get some clients and do some work. And we hit the ground running. With our first client was a referral. It was an IT company. They had about 3 directors and about 10 staff. They developed a new product, and they had absolutely no idea to market it. They tried to market it, and it hadn't gotten anywhere. So we went and did one of the presentations. We did a business questionnaire, which is pretty much the business questionnaire you get today. But we did that one-on-one. We didn't do that via phone or fax. We did that one-on-one in front of I think 3 directors. And then we went away, and we came back about two weeks later, I think we did. And we gave them a presentation where they all sat down in the room pretty much like this. We photocopied a whole lot of notes, gave everybody a copy. We did our presentation, and then they grilled us for about 45 minutes about this and this and this and that. And we thought it went pretty well, and they said, look, we need about half an hour to think about it. And they sent us away. We had a cup of coffee, and we came back, and our first presentation, we got our first sale, and the beauty of it was a $10,000 sale. So